The porch dog. The old dog spent most of his days on the porch now. Sunlight filtered through the lattice as he curled beside a faded rocking chair, his once bright coat now a soft salt and pepper patchwork. He didn't need to chase squirrels anymore. The days of darting through fields, splashing in creeks, and proudly trotting home with a stick twice his size had long passed. But those memories seemed to ripple through him as he dozed with his head resting on a creaky old step. They called him Murphy, a retriever mix who had once greeted every sunrise with a bark and every visitor with a tail-thumping parade. These days his world had slowed, but in a way that felt earned, like a veteran resting after long duty. Every morning, Ellie, now 10, brought him a slice of apple from her breakfast. She still remembered the times he would walk her to the school bus, sitting stoically until it drove off, then plodding home to nap by the fireplace. Now she knelt gently beside him, laying her head on his shoulder. "You're my best porch dog," she whispered, not minding the gray whiskers or clouded eyes. He licked her cheek slow, deliberate, full of memory. Murphy's family didn't walk past him. They walked to him. Dad would bring his coffee to the porch just to sit near him in silence, watching the trees sway. Mom tucked an old quilt over his bed when the evening cooled, humming the same lullaby she'd once sung, when Ellie was just learning to sleep through the night. The neighborhood kids no longer tried to get him to play fetch, but they patted his back, scratched his ears, and left small bouquets of dandelions at his paws. Murphy had become more than a pet. He was part of the porch, part of the house, part of the family's rhythm. Even on his slowest days, when getting up took a moment longer, Murphy never missed the sunset. As the orange glow melted behind the trees, he would lift his head and watch the light fade, ears twitching at the birds settling down and wind drifting through the grass. One evening, a storm rolled through light rain, soft thunder. Ellie sat beside him under a blanket, a flashlight glowing between them. They didn't speak. She just held his paw in her small hand, thumb brushing over his worn pads. "I'm glad you're still here," she murmured. He blinked slowly. So was he. In that gentle rhythm of day's porch naps, apple slices, sunset watches, Murphy didn't fade. He lingered. And in his quiet presence, he taught everyone something they didn't know they were missing. That growing old wasn't about losing energy. It was about gaining gravity. The kind that roots you in a place, in hearts, in the golden hours of life. And so the porch stayed warm, not just from the sun, but from a dog who never stopped belonging.